Collective. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV, where we talk about all things spiritual. If it happened in the spirit realm, there's 100% chance that we will gain some form of truth and clarity, enough that we can hold ourselves accountable to the energy, asking for divine intervention by way of judgment, righteous judgment, and divine justice, right? In a timely manner. So mote it be. Divine, creator, creator. Big shout out to all the ascended masters. Please close any doors that don't need to be open. Please allow me to open doors that I need to open. Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful to the universe for allowing me to do that. What is the energy? What is going on? Faking a power move, all bark and no bite. Okay, so somebody's all bark and no bite. When I think about barking, I think about somebody that's just kind of like, they're like a fussy, chihuahua is what I hear in my mind's eye. Just somebody that's talking, saying what they're going to do. Maybe they're threatening you in conversations that you're not privy to, and you're not even there to answer for yourself. Those are the most cowardly encounters. When people are talking about you, but you're not there to speak for yourself. I mean, what's the point? Okay, so somebody's barking, saying what they will do and what you won't do. Let's just see. We call down judgment over this situation. We ask that the truth come out. I pray that my own energy keeps me in an unbiased energy. However, I do have commercial breaks here. If you've been following me here at Spiritual Court long enough, you know I will put my 2 cents in. Be that as it may, I am surrendered to the Creator, the Divine, to be used as a vessel for truth and clarity. So mote it be. I've accepted that oath between me and the Divine. That is a very sacred contract, a very decent promise, Yeah. In exchange for the service that we render here at Spiritual Court, let's get into it. Clarify this person. Faking a power move, all bark, no bite. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? The 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So apparently this is a group of people that are sitting in a very funky energy, faking a power move, all bark, no bite. Why is this here in Spiritual Court? All bark, no bite. Because they're still holding on to some type of narrative. So you got a group of people that are optimistic that something can still transpire. Something's still going to happen to you. This is what somebody is saying. Somebody is gassing themselves up. Somebody's gassing themselves up. Now they got the gas face. You ever seen somebody with the gas face? They just look irritated. Somebody's blowing smoke up a whole bunch of people's asses. What's faking a power move? All bark, no bite. Why is that here? It's a group of people looking crazy. They don't want to admit the fact that they're in the 8 of Swords. So remember we said optimism is a really good energy depending on what you're optimistic about. A lot of you are optimistic that things will get better. A lot of you are optimistic that everything that you're manifesting will go well, but you're in a high frequency. So you have somebody that's optimistic that they're going to be able to hold on to somebody's energy. But somebody's in the 8 of Swords. A group of people are in the 8 of Swords in spiritual jail, being held accountable to some type of verdict that was rendered in spiritual court. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a whole group of people. They collaborated, and now they're all in spiritual hell together, spiritual jail. 4 of Pentacles. They're still trying to hold on to the narrative that something is still possible. What is this, all this barking about? All this barking and no biting. What is this? Some magic that you did? Y'all crazy. The Magician in the reverse. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is a sophisticated manipulator. This is a natural born liar. Yeah, somebody's a habitual liar. They lie without thinking. It's not hard for them with the Magician in the reverse. So a group of people manipulated other people, maybe, I don't know, because you're not available, collective, to be manipulated and or to be siphoned off of. By way of this high frequency with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. These people are liars, manipulators, trying to lie their way through this situation. Yeah, this is what Spirit is saying. You know how when people are lying, like for real, they told like bad lies, they get loud. It's like, why are you so loud? 444 on the timer. Maybe they're transmuting energy. Maybe they're transmuting lies. I don't know. But somebody is like talking real loud about nothing. That's what I see in my mind's eye. Just, I'm going to, and at some point, what they're saying out loud gets lost in translation by way of the universe. And what we pick up on is a very foreign sound by way of manipulation. And it sounds like, wah, 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 like it's not even being translated. Who is this choppy ass chihuahua, this group? What are they trying to do? What are y'all trying to do? Turn around a situation of poverty? What are y'all trying to do? Not be left out in the cold? Overpromised and underdelivered, something that you were supposed to do to the chosen one, okay? And you're still saying that this is possible, it's going to happen. Five of Pentacles energy, somebody's trying to turn a situation around with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles. That's nasty business. That's nasty spiritual work, okay? What's the Four of Pentacles? Why are you holding on to this false narrative? And it's based on a lie because you're saying the cycle's not over, there's unfinished business. How? When spiritual court has already rendered a verdict here. It appears as though the verdict, the outcome, by way of the universe in karma, which is always fair, the ascended masters, the ancestors of light, because the spirit realm has chimed in spiritual court, that is the purpose. They've rendered a fair judgment, and the judgment was for a group of people to go into the Eight of Swords, and somebody's in spiritual jail hollering behind the jail cell bars. Somebody's yelling from the jail cell in hell by way of spiritual court. What happened? But this is what the universe is saying. This is what you deserve for what you did. So how are you trying to argue the case? Somebody wants their court case to be reassessed in spiritual court. Somebody wants a second chance. They want the universe to look at the details again. Okay, why? But you a whole liar. Ace of Swords in the reverse. You're a whole liar. Magician in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You're no friend of mine. You're no friend of the collectives. What are you doing here? Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Bad investment. Still going down a slippery slope, slipping into darkness ass energy over decisions that they're making. How are you in spiritual jail still making bad decisions? Like, make it make sense. What is going on? The Knight of Swords and the Reaper, somebody is fussing over the verdict that the universe is giving them. What is it that they still say is possible with the Four of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles is kind of like trying to hold somebody back or shut somebody up or something like that. Somebody wants to knock your cup over. It's an emotional manipulator. King of Cups in the reverse, child, they are under judgment, severe judgment. That's what the universe said. That's what the creator said. That's what all the ascended masters and the gods above all the gods and the God that created all the gods said. Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Trinity, 755 on the timer. What seems to be the issue here? It's a ranting session, if you will. It's a fussy energy. Somebody's fussing, they're ranting, they're barking, what they're going to do when they get out. You know, somebody could be in spiritual jail. Yeah, when I get out, you know, or when I get my money, you know, I'm going to go to the root worker on you. Okay, if that's how you want to spend your money, it appears as though your money is not pleased with you. You've gone into some type of negligent contract by way of investing in something that's not yielding any forms of a return. It's wasted time, energy, and life force. Therefore, you have nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is making a power move. All bark and no bite. Woulda, coulda, shoulda when I said what I was going to do. You got the Hierophant energy, spiritualist. Clarify, faking a power move. All bark, no bite. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is saying what you're not going to get. Somebody is saying what you're not going to get, and they're standing on business. Look at the Queen of Wands in the upright. This person is confident that you are not getting this Ace of Pentacles. Whoever you are, okay? This could be another spiritualist going against another spiritualist, okay? My most recent court cases have been either people in the public eye, practitioners. I think it's just because of the new contracts that we're in, the new timelines. So these are people that are very much aware of spiritual law, okay? They're very much aware of the rules. And this is why the stakes are so high. And this is why when you get caught up breaking the spiritual rules at this level and you know better, the universe, you know, well, I was going to say something else. Let's just say this. The universe ends up giving you a double ass whooping because you're supposed to know better at this level. So somebody is trying to mind some business, again, that does not belong to them. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody is willing to forfeit their situation just to prove that they can take you out of your element, out of your high vibration. Who's this person? All bark, no bite. They're coming up as a page energy. So Spirit is saying, say less, be silent. They're very insignificant when it comes to you and your destiny collective. Why is it here in spiritual court? Spirit says for educational reasons. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. There's great responsibility in that, you know, that parable, right? It is literal. It is figurative. It's very literal, which means that there's a responsibility once you get to a certain level of integrity that one should know. They should not open certain doors, and somebody 1044 on the timer, so you attack a chosen one. Okay, so whoever this person is, Queen of Wands in the upright is somebody that's very confident. They could have been confident in their magic. This could be a few people. This could be a group of people. Could be 3, could be 4, could be 5 people, could be up to 8 people. Maybe the group has dwindled down. Maybe somebody started out helping this person, and maybe certain people walked away. That is the energy that I'm picking up. And somebody's hanging on. Somebody's like, I believe in my magic. Well, good for you, man. But you're in the 8 of Swords. I feel like this person didn't get the memo. I feel like somebody doesn't even know that they're in spiritual jail. 11:22 on the timer. Yeah, because somebody's still barking about something. But this is how they're showing up. The universe sees them as somebody that's very, very immature, okay? Somebody could be presenting themselves to be in this Hierophant Queen of Wands energy, but in reality, they're so focused on what you got going on that they really are missing opportunities to shake all this energy off and go through this lesson, and they refuse. So this person is really letting themselves down. What's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse? I feel like people have walked away. All bark, no bite. I feel like people have walked away from this person. Hell yeah, they are not playing. The Five of Wands, it's a whole bunch of these people fighting each other, angry, screaming, mad, you this, that. You cannot blame anybody else. Y'all all individually made a decision to agree on the same thing and put your energy in it. And you did this as a group. Okay, Five of Wands, it looks like people are leaving. Whoever this Queen of Wands is out in the cold, this could be any sign though. Let's not get caught up on the Queen of Wands. I feel like the Queen of Wands energetically represents fire and determination. This could be a water sign, air sign, fire sign, whatever they subscribe to, right? Okay. But it seems as though this group has sacrificed them and walked away, with the Hangman in the reverse. So you got a group of people that aren't seeing eye to eye. With the Hangman in the reverse, one person out of the group still wants to keep going. So there's one person out here barking, even though people have walked away from them. What's up with this person? All power. Somebody wants to be the all-knowing power. Somebody wants all the power. What the hell is going on here? All power? Almighty God? A power move. All bark, no bite. Could be saying to people what they're going to do, or watch this, or promising something and not delivering on the promise. This magic is weak, and somebody's been debunked, and they know the spiritual rules, so much so that if somebody had potential to be in the Hierophant situation and or positioning by way of what the universe deems as somebody suitable to uphold spiritual law, they're not. They've been debunked. Somebody's been like, yeah, I don't know, sat down, page energy. How do we process that? Very immature energy, very silly, simple energy, whole life falling apart. 8 of Cups in the reverse, and still they refuse. The Hangman in the reverse, these people are not seeing eye to eye, so there's conflict amongst their group. People have walked away. There's one man standing, one woman standing. Clarify this person. What seems to be their issue? The 10 of Cups. They want to claim your bloodline? Is this your family? Clarify. All bark, no bite. The Knight of Wands. Ooh, somebody's in a haste. Somebody's very confident as well that they can still make something happen. This could be a family member. Big fire sign energy. I said it could be any sign, but somebody is coming up as fire and water. So whenever I see those two elements simultaneously, I feel like somebody's birthday could be in March, November, or July. Okay. Fire, water, fire, water. There's a lot of fire, water. There's also a Gemini here too as well. that somebody could have been collaborating with, but somebody's the last woman, last man standing, and they refuse to walk away. These people aren't seeing eye to eye. Somebody wants to keep going, and somebody wants to just leave something alone. Clarify, all power. Somebody wants to have all the power. This fool. A power move, all bark, no bite. Thank you. Somebody could be finding it difficult to get their words out. Clear my throat. Thank you. You got the Fool in the reverse, okay? Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. What's going on with these people? Who is this? Yeah, somebody's still plotting and planning under the moon. So this could be something that they're planning by way of the moon cycle, the next moon cycle, whichever moon cycle we're in. Somebody chime in down below. Let me know if we're in the moon. Are we in the moon cycle? Let me know. With the Fool in the reverse, somebody's life is predicated on the moon cycles and what they feel they could get done under the moon's energy. With the Fool in the reverse, whatever this plan is, the universe has said it has already backfired. Somebody has not even carried out this next moon cycle plan. Whatever it is, it has already backfired. The Fool in the reverse with the moon, something's not hidden anymore. So what seems to be the issue? Intuitively, this person feels foolish. Close that door, please, and thank you. Clarify, all bark, no bite. Just a fussy ass chihuahua. You got the Sun in the reverse, Leo energy in the reverse. Somebody feels foolish. What the hell is going on? So somebody's sad, they're depressed, they're hiding this from people that they feel like a failure. But on the surface, they're telling a group of people, watch this. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to do this. Show me this Hierophant, the real Hierophant, the chosen one. Child, bye. You're in the chariot. Collective, you're nowhere to be found. Your energy is not accessible to these people. Somebody can't access your energy. Where is the collective? Clarifying the card, please let spiritual court note. By what? Listen. Give me patience, Creator. Thank you. Listen, you're in the chariot. You're gone. Adios. And somebody is screaming from a fragmented timeline that doesn't exist in any of your realities. You are the Hierophant. I almost got like a little like, you know what I'm saying? I was about to clock somebody's tea, but I said, don't do it. I feel like somebody's already clocking their own tea, honey. I feel like somebody's tea has been clocked. Somebody's getting cold cocked by the universe. Thank you, Spirit. These are downloads, y'all. I'm just here to translate the message. Not my words, but that's what the universe just said. And I agree with the universe. The Hierophant in the chariot. This person is all bark and no bite. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, they don't have any spiritual protection. Somebody's already in a wounded energy. Something has already severely backfired based on some type of magic that they did. Clarify the chosen one. This is a family member of yours. Somebody's really determined. Could be a father figure, emperor, masculine, uncle, son, brother, a fragmented masculine. There could be two people here. It could be a woman and a man. Don't matter. Somehow they just, they've made it their life's pursuit to dominate your energy, your destiny. Okay, show me the chosen one. Yeah, you ain't got time. So when you jumped in the chariot, I love it when the universe backs the truth with more truth. The universe is like, listen, let me clock this. Listen, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. You went focused on whatever this is that you're focused on, and it's good and it's working out for you. Seven of Swords. You could have snuck away. You could have moved away. You may or may not have told anybody that you were leaving. Hierophant energy, the chariot. Yeah, you didn't put anybody on notice. You just walked away. You left these people sitting there talking to an echo, a fragmented version of you that doesn't exist. The Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. You're focused on your work. You got to work. And when you walked away, when you left, you created a tower. So what happened to everything that was behind you? It all came crumbling down, whatever that was, by way of the Magician in the reverse and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You saw through somebody's lies. Somebody has so much light around them that it just illuminates and eliminates people's falsehoods. Clarify what's going on, Spirit. You're somewhere else, collective. Love is in the air. Love is what brought you home last night. Clarify, faking a power move, all bark, no bite, planning something for the next full moon. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, look, somebody's looking crazy. Whatever this is, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, somebody's planning to try to do something. I feel like somebody was trying to harvest off of a chosen one. If I really break down this reading, okay, and look at it from an elemental, spiritual position and or perception, the Four of Pentacles is like holding on to something. That could represent holding you back, harvesting off of you. Eight of Swords could have been some type of binding or something to create an illusion, like a lie. Somebody was projecting out a lie. Maybe they wanted you to feel like you were stuck and like something wasn't attainable. Somebody needed you to believe in their magic in order for it to work. But the moment you broke free from this illusion and you decided to move forward with the Chariot and work on yourself with the Seven of Swords, so you just moved in silence. Yeah, you created a tower. You created a whole tower. The Knight of Cups energy. Wow. These are people that you were connected to. Strength. This could also be family members, y'all. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse. There's a fragmented masculine here. There's a younger masculine here. This could be family members, but there's one person still standing. Clarify, this person still standing. They feel confident. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Queen of Wands is in this Four of Cups energy. So basically, the universe is urging somebody to focus in on their own cup. The Four of Cups is like the universe saying, hey, here's your cup. Look at the way the cups are on the table and look at the way somebody's got your cup on their mind. But this is their cup. This is where the universe is saying that they need to be in the Eight of Swords, and somebody doesn't want to be reprimanded by the universe, but the decisions that they made is not, a changed character. It's not changed behavior. Somebody's making very impulsive, unfortunate decisions, and they want the universe to turn something in their favor, but somebody's not looking at what they've created. The Five of Pentacles. Wow, Four of Cups. It appears as though somebody set themselves up and they will again, yet again, even before the next full moon, miss an opportunity. They don't even see this coming. This is a prediction. This is the outcome. Eight of Swords. Somebody's already in spiritual hell. You got the King of Wands energy. Clarify, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. What's going on? They feel like they can still get it done. Three of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. There could be two men here and a woman that still want to win. There's a masculine here. It could be a father figure, the Emperor in the reverse. This person is determined to win. King of Wands, big Leo energy. Six of Wands, somebody's like, I'm going to win. King of Swords in the reverse. This could be the same person. So if I'm looking at this correctly, the King of Wands is in the upright. The Queen of Wands is in the upright. To the average person, these people come off as very confident, very unassuming, very undetected by way of just being raggedy as shit behind the scenes doing black magic or paying somebody whatever. So this lets me know that somebody has a reputation to uphold, okay? And the people that they were once acquainted with, the people that they collaborated with in this coven, in this group, in this organization, they have since walked away from them. In fact, there's fighting behind the scenes with the Five of Wands and the Hangman in the reverse because somebody wants to keep going. And people have already walked away, which lets me know that the tower came a lot sooner than a group of people had anticipated. And now you got two people, a man and a woman, doing whatever it takes to make a power move in order to take out a chosen one, okay? The Emperor in the reverse, this is like a dominating like father figure. Uncle, son, it's a fragmented masculine. There's a couple here, okay? There could have been three people working together. Now there's two. What's going on? All bark, no bite. What happened? It's an organization. The Four of Wands, what's going on? A community? Yeah, this is over. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a witch here. There's a King of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. These people have walked away. They're fighting. Okay, so what is this about? Why do we care? Because the chosen one is gone. Yeah, the chosen one is like, here says we don't. The number 9, that's a final number. That's scorpionic energy. You've already ended this cycle. So whatever they're doing, spinning their wheels, I feel like that's destiny. That's fated to happen. Whatever monies they're putting out, that's fine. 9 of Pentacles, you're single, self-sufficient collective. Why do we care? Because the chosen one has moved on. Why do we care? Why do we care? Yeah, because they want to put some type of burdens on you. energetically, the Ten of Wands, somebody is really upset that after all of what they've done, you still end up in the Nine of Pentacles. Well, let them. What the hell? Okay. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Y'all are in spiritual jail asking for somebody to give you something. Child, the will is not in your. Help me to be unbiased, Most High, please, because I feel like I resonate with this bullshit, but not really, because this is some bullshit. Like straight up and down, please and thank you. Oh, Ashe, so motive be. Look, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So somebody's in the Eight of Swords, bound to the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. They're still trying to manipulate the universe into giving them something. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody doesn't have any spiritual backing. Their ancestors have walked away. The people in the group walked away. And somebody is saying, we can still pull this thing off. Faking a power move. What I'm going to do is making promises out loud, either to themselves or whoever is left in their circle to listen outside of the people that basically have abandoned them. Somebody could just be, it could be two people that are still hanging in there. It's the last man, last woman standing. And it's crazy because they're in the Eight of Swords. The wheel is in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. So if they were trying to take something away from somebody's destiny or stop somebody from having something that was destined for them, they have failed more than enough times that hopefully they wake up and take this judgment, take that Four of Cups, sit your punk ass down. But no, somebody's saying, I refuse. The Eight of Cups is in the reverse. That's a refusal to walk away. The Hangman in the reverse is a very stubborn-minded individual. Yeah, somebody's stubborn as hell. Somebody does not want to see that they can't win. Very dangerous individuals, whoever they are. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, the Four of Wands is a community. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is greedy. Somebody wants money. Somebody wants status. Somebody wants all the power. As in all of eternity, by way of all of source. Like, make that make sense. There's more than enough to go around and you don't want to sit with your Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Anything else we need to know about these people, this place, whatever? You got the King of Pentacles in the upright. Clarify the King of Pentacles in the upright. And the Five of Cups. Somebody has more than enough money. Whoever this person is, could be the head of some organization, could be a Mason. It doesn't matter. The organization has walked away. They don't want no parts. This could be a family member, Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This person has more than enough money. This King of Wands is a King of Pentacles, and somebody can pay for spell work as much as they need to. Let them, if that's what they want to do. But with the Five of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, people have already walked away. That means that somebody either had practitioners that they had doing this work or something like that. These people have walked away. What were they paying for? They wanted to see the Hierophant, the Starseed, the matriarch of the family, Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, Independent. They wanted to see you way down. So if you get to the Ace of Pentacles, they want you to barely be making it. Oh, there's the Ace of Pentacles. The universe was like, I think not. Like, what the hell you got going on? And somebody's saying, I'm going to win at all costs. Well, why are you barking so loud? If you really believe that you're going to win at all costs, why are you barking so loud? Somebody's insecurity speaks volumes, okay? And somebody's still in the Magician in the reverse. Manipulative. The Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse, and they're in the Eight of Swords. Ain't making sense. Close this door, Spirit. I don't want to feel the energy anymore. I have done my job here. May the Most High God forever be pleased with my endeavor. I did the best that I could. Yeah, these people are crazy. Close this door, Spirit. Yeah, somebody's crazy. What else is new? Close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it. Detach my energy. I call all my energy back. Because somebody is so frustrated, honey, over this Hierophant moving on. And the fact that you did it in secret, they don't even know how you did it. Some of these people didn't even know that you relocated. Some of them could have located you and you don't even live there. That's what I just heard. Oh, so these are people that wanted to really come for you. Family members, Six of Cups, people from the past. That's crazy. Close that door for me, please, and thank you. This is the message, y'all. So if this resonated with you, please comment down below. Respectfully share your story or whatever you feel. Hopefully it's something to uplift yourself and somebody else. Like, love, share, click the notifications bell so that you know when I upload videos here at Spiritual Court TV. And I will see you in the next video, the next episode. So mote it be. Peace be with you.